Hello and welcome to the channel. Today is Monday, so I'm a little confused. I am in Tokyo. This is the only full day I have on this side of the trip, and I am going to make the best of it because I just sat down and did a little bit of Google Maps reviewing of what I wanted to do and marked. It is not going to be the most logical because I did not scope everything out, but that being said, I do have a couple of changes of plans. By that I mean the biggest one is my friend that I was going to meet for lunch today, actually her and her husband just tested positive for COVID, so obviously not going to meet them. That being said, now I have like the entire day because I was trying to plan it slightly around meeting her for lunch at noon. But now I have some other plans about what to do, and I have it mapped out now on my Apple Notes, so I have it marked down at least. And it's like in this area that I wanted to go to yesterday, but I just like couldn't find it, and I wasn't mentally ready to like really look at the map. Anyway, it is about 5:15, and I am going to have a little bit of a snack and see maybe if I can eke out maybe a little bit more time to take a little bit of a sleep. I'm actually feeling very rested, and typically these days I've been actually waking up naturally at 5:15 at home. I'm going to try this. Again, I bought these yesterday at 7-Eleven, and I really want to try this one, but I think this one's like better at like evening time, and maybe I'll get like a chuhai or something, and I'll have like a little bit of a, you know, evening snack. But this one is the monja snack with sauce, and I'm quite curious to know what this is. Oh, it smells so good. This is what it looks like here, and the sauce is kind of like a soy-based, you know, like a, what's that, like sweet brown sauce from Japan. This is so good. It has like the seaweed, so it has a little bit of that savory flavor, and then the sauce is like a little bit sweet. It is like that brown sauce that you get on like okonomiyaki and stuff like that. And on top, oh, this reminds me, there was another street I want to go to. Okay, I'm gonna map that out before I forget, but I will definitely get more of these because it's really nice, but it has a little bit of a funky fish flavor, so if that's not your thing, probably would not want this. But yeah, this was quite cheap. I think this was like 100 yen, not even. It's a nice snack. I will be very much enjoying this. So anyway, I'm going to have my little bit of a snack, and I'll talk to you in a bit, but first I'm going to find that street. It's like the Monja street that I wanted to go to, and also it's really famous like melon pan stand. I also still need to drink more water. I think I also woke up because my eyes are really dry, so I'm gonna drink another couple bottles of water. And I'm also feeling sad that I didn't bring my DJI because it would be easier to film when I'm walking around, because this camera is too big, and then my phone doesn't take the best photos. So I also forgot one more thing I was going to do with you was to unbox this and kind of use one. So I bought this yesterday at the drugstore, and I obviously did not spend enough to get my tax-free. Also, the number of people I see walking around, like usually whenever I saw like in Korea and stuff, people walking around with tons of duty-free and stuff, it's usually like Chinese tourists, but these days it's like all Americans here. It's crazy, and they're buying like huge bags and they're just carrying them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I have a hoarding problem, but what are you gonna do with like 7 containers of that particular product? I don't know that life, but this is what it looks like. Where does it say how long to keep it on? I should have prepared this because I can't read Japanese, so I'm guessing it says 10 minutes. Leave it on for 10 minutes. That's gonna be what I'm gonna go with, so if I'm wrong, my face will be paying the price, my under eyes. But I am feeling a little bit like my under eyes are a little bit not great right now. So let's open it together. Oh, there is kind of like a container in here, like a plastic like shelf. Oh, they're actually quite nice. And then once you get inside, you have to pull up, there's like a flap on the inside. And then the texture here is like kind of like the woven sheet mask. I also think I might stop over by Shinjuku again, and then also maybe Ginza today, just to do a little bit of browsing and some price comparisons. And it kind of takes only like a half an hour between all of the places I want to go. The biggest challenge for me has truly been trying to find the actual station I need, or the part of the station I need, because the trains like they don't connect sometimes because they're like different companies. I think I figured out the code for what which ones are going to be the Subway. But yeah, these ones are kind of nice. They're not too wet or slidey. And then I also kind of like that they're not the gel type. The gel type was fine though. I really like the gel type on the plane actually, because what I do when I finish underneath my under eyes is I put them here on my smile lines and I put them up here on the top because it's actually kind of cooling. The one that I was using yesterday from Smile Life that I bought at TJ Maxx. So anyway, I resealed it back up. I'm gonna put it in the pack here. But I was thinking, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I packed. I know I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy skincare, but then I should have been swapping out the stuff that I already have purchased that are old. Anyway, I'm gonna still sit here, eat my snack, maybe read the news a little bit. Yeah, I think it's gonna be depressing, but I'm gonna do it. So by the by, the Japanese yen right now is very weak. I don't know if this means the dollar's strong, but all I know is that when I originally planned my trip and bought my money, it was 130 yen per dollar or something like that. Now it's 150, and all I know is it's very difficult to gut check my prices here, because I thought that these like eye patches were kind of expensive because they were like 920 yen, but that's like $6. I just finished my shower, but they have like a nice function here where it's like a heated mirror, so it like keeps it nice and clear. It's quite nice. I'm gonna head out. I have my mask. Oh, I was gonna say it's hot out. It's supposed to be like 78 degrees today, so the sweater may not be lasting too long. And I may be having to wear my hair up because it's gonna be hot and I'm not ready for it. I didn't know how to pack, and I don't think I packed appropriately for here, because when I looked at the weather when I was packing the suitcase for the days that I'm here, like the 2 days, it said it was supposed to be like low 70s. As an update, there is no view. It's literally looking in somebody else's window, so I've definitely kept it closed. As an update, the 700 yen card that I got is only for that day that's printed. I did get my money's worth yesterday. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so while you can buy the ticket for both the subway lines, you can only buy the one on paper from a Tokyo subway. And even though it says credit card is accepted, it is not accepted. It has to be cash. This is seemingly a very residential area. It's quite nice. I made it to the area. It was pretty quick and easy to find. It's very quiet here though. Okay, it's so freaking sunny. It's already like 72, so it's already risen 6 degrees since I left. The waiting line is long here. I don't really like Mont Blancs though, because I don't like chestnuts. The Mont Blanc cafe isn't even opening yet. It's been a while. Okay, so there's like a rice cake cafe. It's not open yet either. This was 230 yen, and it's a bacon and egg tart. It was quite nice, even though it's two things I don't typically eat, aka eggs and bacon. Heading up the staircase to the scenic area. Okay, so that's like the shopping street I just came out of. A lot of places open at like 11. Here's a shop that only sells different canneles. This is either called Live Dog or Live Dog. I'm gonna head back down the stairs. I swear, the only people I see are French. It's very interesting. There must have been a really good flight deal or something. Okay, you can see my ugly shoes, but I might check out this temple. It says there's a famous tree in here. Apparently it might be a hotel holiday today, because all of the Google Maps are like, depending on the sports holiday hours. I had a kakigori place marked, and it is not operating this week. Okay, this cafe is open now. Things are starting to open up, so I might actually go in here. It's quite cute. But they have soft serve ice creams, coffees, iced teas. You know, these are funny. A tea shop. The temptation to line up for that Mont Blanc cafe is so strong because the line is so long now. But again, I don't like chestnuts, so I just needed to hold back because there's probably lines every place. Okay, so there's like a capsule vending machine place. Let's see it.
I did in fact use Google Translate. This means it's a new arrival. They're kind of fun. My mom dropped the ball yesterday. She's like, "Are you shopping at the airport?" I said no. Maybe I'll get these. They're like little watches. I think my cousin's kids are now into Super Mario. These are all the food ones. Is it weird that I want the corn soup one? Areas. They have like a very specific Fanta fan energy here. I hate that I just said fan energy. They also have a makeup one. There's like theme music playing the whole time. There were a lot of cute cafes, nothing really striked my fancy. I missed the just first. I was like, don't give up, don't stop believing. Okay, I think I'm gonna head to Harajuku. I was gonna go to a sushi place here, but it doesn't open for another hour. So maybe I'll come back. I don't know, I scoped out 2 good places that look pretty off the beaten path. And I also just remembered, because I was looking at the directions, Moe's Burgers here. That's like one of my favorite hamburger chains. Is it lame? Yeah, but it's good. I also have to pee because I drank like 1.5 liters of water this morning. So I think Harajuku will also have more public restrooms. So that cafe area and shopping area was really cute, not super busy, and the prices are really good. So I would recommend. Oh my god, this is so crowded. It's the opposite of chill. The lines are crazy. Going in the mall. So cute. I don't think this is anywhere close to my fashion. It's like very streetwear. I mean, that's cute. Now more knitwear, less streetwear. By the way though, the bathroom was very clean. These were actually calling to me. Okay, that was not my style whatsoever. Vacation at the place I used to go all the time in Osaka called Red Rock, but this is a different one. And there's a lineup. But that used clothing store wasn't really my style either. I think the escalator I take is only going up to the revolving sushi restaurant, which I'm not gonna do because I can go to that in the States. And now I'm up here. I'm stuck. This one, it's on the main street, so I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's for men. Okay, it's very sunny. I found out there actually is a Red Rock. For nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna probably go there because actually the friend I was gonna meet today and we always went there, and she was like, we can go, but like now that we're adults, maybe we should eat healthier. I was like, true, but no, I'm gonna do it. Got the classic one. There was a special one, but also that already. I don't know if this music is any better, but this is the roast beef bowl, 1080 yen. It is smaller and more expensive than when I discovered it years and years ago, but it should be good. The music was absolutely blasting in there, but it was sad. It was definitely less beef than... I sent my picture to my friend because I was like, this is what it used to be. So I have like the post from when I went to Osaka, and I have a post on my blog so you can look it up. He's like, it looks like I lost 2 centimeters of beef at least. I said, yeah. It's also like 300 yen more. Okay, I think I'm gonna go Takeshita Street. I'm gonna look in WeGo. I think these you make your own little toy thing. You can accessorize it, sunglasses and stuff. There's a photo zone. Okay, I hope I don't get sick, but it's too hot to wear this mask. I tried on some pants, they fit okay, but they're not exactly what I want, and they're like kind of not that well made, so I think I'm gonna look at other stores. This is so much cheaper than in the States. I'm like kind of tempted, but I don't want to waste calories on brown sugar milk tea. But while it's like 2 times as expensive in the States, I can get it there. Okay, this is more of the price. I remember 898. I remembered it being 900. These hair clips are so funny. Should I get the fish one? I came to Daiso because I want to get something to drink. There's a lot of options here. Decided against getting anything because it's chaotic in here. I'm gonna stop at the Ministop. Gonna get coffee because I think I need it. It's gonna be a bottle of coffee. Decided to get a hot one. Do I want to get a little chippy chip? Hi, cheese. Hi, cheese. Healthier snacks, but I'm looking for chips. I came back to my hotel for a little bit, and there was the amenities refills, so they don't clean the room unless you request it until the 3rd day. So it looks like they gave some new towels. I think they had the yukata or whatever. But yeah, it was too hot and I needed to reapply sunscreen because I did not pack any. So I decided to come back and I'm gonna like sit down for a bit and then figure out what I'm gonna do next, rather than just, honestly, Harajuku was like so crowded that it made me really anxious. So now I am taking a little bit of a break from people because, as you know, I don't see anyone in my day-to-day, so that was a lot. Okay, so let me do this taste test. So I got the hot one. There were cold options, but I realized I wanted something warm, even though it's so freaking hot. I don't know why. It just sounded comforting. And let me see if it's good. But this is the Craft Boss. I remember this not being the best. Not that like bottled coffee is ever great, but I got the milk one, so pray for my stomach. Good thing I'm here. Okay, the hot version tastes better than the cold versions. It still doesn't have much coffee flavor, or much flavor at all. There's more of a coffee aftertaste than there is a front taste. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I would get it again because, I mean, it's coffee. And at this time of day, I can't drink anything stronger than like a cup of coffee like this. So by that, I mean, I think I might be playing with fire. I might be awake forever tonight. Anyway, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to think about it. I do want to buy some trousers and some pants. So basically in Korea, the things fit well in the waist and the thighs. But my problem is that Koreans just have really long legs now. I don't get it. Like, I'm Korean, and if I were living there, I would still need to buy pants, so I'd have to get everything tailored. But yeah, I think here, because I tried on maybe 4 pairs of jeans, and I like them. It's just that the construction wasn't good because it was Harajuku, so it was all like Chinese-made sort of fast fashion things. So I wasn't gonna buy the price there. It was like $29.99. So like, what's that? $20, $22. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna look at UNIQLO and GU. Not that that's not fast fashion, but I like the quality of the stitching better. And I really want to try GU because I've been looking at, I've been getting served the Japanese influencers that are like trying on the new fall and winter trends from GU and UNIQLO, and both of them have really good collections. I think I like GU's actually slightly better, oddly. So if you don't know, GU is like the sister brand to UNIQLO, and they're both like Japanese, obviously, but GU is slightly cheaper. There is a new GU store in Soho, and they were like running a lot of specials. I just like couldn't get out of my house during the day. So I missed out, but anyway, so that's the plan. I'm gonna sit here, drink a little bit of this. I might also have that poppy because I wanted something sweet, but I also like didn't want to think too hard at the convenience store. I was tempted. They had a peach drink and I might go back and get it later. 7-Eleven at my station. So this station has a Lawson's that I haven't been to yet, a whatever this was, Ministop, and then a 7-Eleven, and then there's one called the Daily something. It looks more like that one has more prepared hot foods types of things like bentos, so I might stop in that one just because I have never seen it before. But yeah, I usually just go and get something to drink because I need to be overly hydrated. I'm feeling less hydrated. That's also why I came back, because I ran out of water in my purse. I could have bought more, but really Harajuku was so crowded. And there were so many French people asking me if I spoke English and then asking me for directions when I said, yeah, I speak English. And then they were like, can you tell me how to get here? I said, no. They should actually ask like, hey, are you from here? And I don't think that would be racist because, again, Harajuku is filled with like every type of person ever. So anyway, I also don't think I'm the age demographic for Harajuku. I think that's more for like 20s and like younger people. Also, by way of a bed review, so my friend said the one that I'm staying at next, because he had stayed at the same hotel for a work trip, he has like a, he's gonna remind me hopefully, or just link the video, because he did a review of the same hotel as I'm gonna stay at next week, whenever it is, and he said that that bed was like oddly soft, and I was like, what? In Asia you can actually get a soft bed? This bed is like not the softest, but it's also not the hardest. I'm worried about my Airbnb. My friend's Airbnb has a very hard mattress with the springs poking through. But I would say these pillows are like the weirdest pillows. They're like a mix between
memory foam, something breathable, mesh breathable, and like buckwheat. So they're like oddly stiff and soft at the same time. It's like the weirdest pillow. They're very dense too. Anyway, I'm gonna watch a little bit of TV and then head out. I have like a timer set, so I'm planning on going out again in like an hour. I am having a little bit of a slow time getting out of here. Also, my nose is runny, and it's not COVID. It's just, I think, allergies because I just woke up. But I think I'm gonna have a little snack. I'm gonna have this takoyaki, the flavor that I bought from the 7-Eleven yesterday. It's gonna be kind of like the same thing as the one that I had this morning, but it's gonna be takoyaki flavor. So these are like the little octopus balls. Specialty is in Osaka, but I am going to have these as a snack because I'm kind of dragging right now, and I don't know if it's because I didn't have coffee or what. I'm too lazy to set my camera, so this is a terrible angle and like the lighting is bad, but let me give this a taste test. Again, I just need a little bit. I am like very much not okay. It smells basically the same. I think it has the same brown sauce as was in the one that I was trying to describe the flavor of earlier. Now that I like think about it, like it has that brown sauce. It has like the lady on it. I don't know how to describe the lady. It's like the round-faced lady. Anyway, let's give it a taste. It's essentially the same as this morning's, but like a little bit different flavor. It's not quite a seaweed flavor, if that makes sense. But okay, I'm gonna slowly get ready. I was trying to push myself to get out by 4:30, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm still gonna go out. I don't think I'm gonna try to stay out as late today because I kind of need to like tidy in here because I need to like be up and ready to go tomorrow. I do think I want to get sushi tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time or if there's like space, you know? I can't make a reservation for one for any place, so I would have to walk in. So that's another layer of it because I'm socially awkward right now. Because I could barely put together a thought in English without like pauses to think. So we'll see. I forgot I was going to Melon Pond today, so that's my breakfast for tomorrow. But I gotta make sure I remember. Gotta remember to go to that street because I do want to have the monja, but the monja I can't have because I think you usually have to buy 2 people. I also like get kind of paranoid because I think you have to cook it yourself. So I think monja is like pretty similar to okonomiyaki, I think. Anyway, maybe another day, maybe another trip. Okay, now I feel energized and ready to go, so I am going to head out. It's about 4:40, I think, and that means by the time I get to Ginza, it'll be like 5, and that'll be pretty good. Oh, the other thing is, I think that this area is pretty nice if you want to get away from the crowds. There's really not that much around here, which is actually perfect for me. It's like really residential area, I think. So it was really cheap, number one, because it's not like the heart of like everything, but also everything is kind of like within a half an hour on the subway from here, and you know, I'm fine with the train because going anywhere from my house is like a train ride in the city, so I'm used to it. Let me get my shoes on. I do want to buy some shoes. I can't decide if I want to buy them here or in Korea. I'm guessing it would be easier for me like mentally to do it in Korea, but I think it's cheaper here because the exchange rate is so good right now. The Korean won is weak, but it's not as weak as the yen right now for the dollar. Oh, the other thing I want to check out at UNIQLO is they have like purses in the Japan UNIQLOs and also like Singapore UNIQLOs, but we don't have them in the States, and they actually look like my style type of bags, and they look like the size that I'm looking for, so remind me. Anyway, I just gotta go to Ginza because I'm gonna be able to do everything. Oh, I'm also gonna try to take you to LOFT. So I really like LOFT as well. So it's kind of like Tokyo Hands, but it's like the competitor, I guess. It has a lot of like arts and crafts, DIY stuff. It has skincare. It has everything. Basically the same as yesterday. Upon further inspection within this bag, there is refill of coffee stuff, so I think there's probably toiletries down there too, because it'll be nice to have the refill of the cotton pads. So got my key, gonna leave. I'm kind of curious if there's like a rooftop. Queue at Montclair is huge. There is also the UNIQLO Flagship. I'm gonna just stop in here because there's a GU in the same building. They have the bags I was looking for. There's brown and black. The quilted version, and I think it's bigger. Yeah, it's for sure bigger. $19.90 for the big one.
and then 1,500 for the smaller one. 90, and these were 20, I think, when I got them in the States, and I do like them, so I'm gonna buy maybe one. The white one was in sale. I might do the white one because I don't have a white bag actually. I looked at the wide leg ones and I didn't care for them so much, but I'm kind of curious what the pleated ones would look like. Okay, so I like these jeans, but they're way too big, but there's no way that I'm 24. Do I just get the 25s? I like how they look. They're not too long. Maybe I'll come back for them. Collab. It's kind of nice, but expensive. There's some new Snoopy's. Oh, they tricked me again with the back. Custom everything. There's like various different designs, I'm guessing. And I think you can place it where you want it to be. But there's videos online of people doing it. I'm not gonna do it because it's not my style, but plenty of options. Could even get omurice. Some things are tax-free, so I'll show you when I get back to the hotel. G, which is the 5th floor, 4th floor? 5th floor. It's slightly cheaper, so the sweater I bought downstairs was $29, and this one is $22.90. They actually say this in the movie. I'll come back once I come back from Korea, because I'll know how much I spent and how much luggage space I have. Standard product DAISO 3P. These are very incandescent. Okay, if I have space in my luggage, I'll buy one of these, probably one of these for my friend's daughter. By the way, I think I'm in Threepy now, which is like another the discount stores up here with 3P standard products and Daiso. It's like a snack section. This is Daiso, by the way, so I might buy some and then ship it in my box to my parents' house for Christmas. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab these for my cousin's kids. Because it looks like there might be a sticker. I actually scratched that. The boxes are for sure gonna get crushed in transit, so I'm going to switch out. So instead, I'm gonna buy these. Oh, I guess what I was eating was potato, not, I thought they were noodles. I'm gonna get some of these for myself. The store also has more than the Harajuku one in terms of little knickknacks, because these are 3 for 100 yen. And they're like the old-timey candy. And then there's also 4 for 100 yen. Really old-timey candy. I'm getting some caramel corn because it's my favorite. I usually get the red bag. That's because I did not know that they have salty. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's so much yelling. But they have almond one. That's not my favorite. Chocolate, no thanks. Caramel. Taco or consomme. Or corn. Honestly, the prices at some of the grocery stores is better for this stuff, but I'm here now. And that's how they get you. The spoon. Perforated ramen spoon. What is this swallow buffet? I like how this one says Skull is new, but it's since 1971. I'm gonna get a soda. I'm getting the melon cream soda, but I was kind of tempted by the pineapple one. I feel like that could also be gross. I think I did enough shopping, but I might go to MUJI quickly after dinner. I'm gonna just find something around here to eat. My friend I recommend, it's a smart idea because I'm not super hungry, to go to the department store or food court. It turned dark as I was in there. I'm going to go to the MUJI Flagship Store because I think it should have a cafe in it, and then I can get something light. This is the mall I was just in with the UNIQLO and the Daiso, etc. MUJI Flagship is there. MUJI has like a full grocery store, but I think I'm gonna try to see if I can get into the diner. Okay, so it's easy to get seated. They have a mobile order. Got the seasonal pasta. It has squash and minced meat, and the cream is soy-based, so it's not gonna upset my stomach, and it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look around. I'm trying to see if I messed up and they have the cafe in here too. They do. Pasta I think they used downstairs. It said it was from the rice of a specific region. Oh, this is actually convenient. Like pickle and stuff. I was thinking that dinner was kind of expensive because it was 1,800 yen, but it was $12 because of the exchange rate. I am shopping in MUJI. This makes me new. It's the rice brand products. So this is a booster toner and that's like a lotion. So even though we have MUJI in the States, I've never seen some of these lines before. The wrinkle line I've never seen. I think I've seen this one. That's makeup. So it's BBs, cushions, foundations, powder foundation. There's also sunscreen. The new arrivals are the macadamia oils. Sweet almond oil will kill me. By that I mean it breaks me out really badly and I get really itchy. There's different fragrance oils, room sprays. In the States, the only one we have is, actually we don't even have the cordless one. Waterless. This one's nice. Let me show you it in action. I think I'm like tempted by getting that one, $49.90. But this is like really bulky and I'm not gonna send it home from Korea because then it'll be by boat and I don't know if this will make it, but it's really nice. Okay, they got their suitcases. I'm wondering how much the suitcases are because I know the one that got broken is $189 in the States. Oh my gosh, so much cheaper here. They're already kind of dented though. Or is that, oh, that's like the style. It's not actually dented, it just looks dented. So I'm gonna buy pen refills for I have various ones. I need the clicker one. I think they're 0.5, but I'm wondering if I can just buy 0.3. The reason why they were 0.5 is because I actually have this smooth gel, not the ballpoint. Actually, I'm confused. They seem the same. I'm gonna risk and get 2.3s, and one is blue black and one is black. I don't think I've seen these ones before. I heard I'm buying this, but I've never seen these. Basically, it says if you put it in a dry space, I just use Google Translate, it'll like release the moisture and then you can use it again. So I think I'm gonna buy some for my, especially in summer. The garbage bag is a new arrival. I'm gonna just scurry down the street and go to LOFT. Just take a look around, probably not buy anything, and head to the hotel. I don't think I'm getting melon pan. Okay, heading into LOFT. 6 floors, it's closing at 9, so I got 45 minutes. Okay, they have tons of matcha. Here, I'll just show you instead of trying to narrate. But they have a bunch of stuff here. I'm not really into matcha, to be completely frank with you. I do like hojicha. Should I buy hojicha? Oh. Got some yuzu stuff. More premium tea bags. This requires more knowledge about tea than I have. So I might pass for now. They have the little liquor things. You can get the zoo collection. I was telling my friend if they had the matcha one, I would get it. But like, I'm gonna have to do this when I come back next week because I don't think it can get cold enough to drink it now. So the store is open until 9, but the tax refunds only open until 1900, so 7 p.m. I'm gonna buy this on the way back. But what's the difference between these two? So I'm gonna have to look it up. Is this one like, yeah, this one's what already? I don't know, I'm gonna have to read. Oh, sheet masks. And this one's just the pack. Back here, diet and exercise is back here. I wonder if they have the Medicube device. I wanna see how much it costs here and then I'll cost compare. Because also if I buy it here, it won't need an adapter. They in fact have it and it doesn't need an adapter anyway because it is USB charged, but they have all the various ones. I think I wanted the 8R. Apple Watch has so many nice bands here, and they look better quality, obviously, than what I bought on Amazon. But I like some of the looks of them, so I might come back later, because this will be like a strategic move for tax-free. I don't think I would buy that much at MUJI, to be honest. The things that I buy at MUJI are just so much cheaper or more inexpensive than like clothing and stuff. So it's hard to hit the 5,500, which is what the requirement is for MUJI. Coming up on the lifestyle section, I think. I like these. So they have like Mount Fuji on the bottom. By the way, I think I decided not to go to Hakone, but I'll still like consider it later. These are nice sake accessories. There's like a lot of space just to make one egg. Because even the dash ones, like you have to really like eggs, but one egg at a time seems like a lot of work. These are like wooden steins, coffee mugs. They're really lightweight. Up to the 5th floor, which is the dangerous one for me, which is stationery. I think I'm gonna wait until Korea to buy a new planner. These are like nice, but I have like, they're just, the paper's too smooth. Is that weird? Okay, SpongeBob is apparently is alive and well here. Yeah, the paper's just too smooth. Because I'm left-handed, that's a no-go. Oh, that's the name of that pink thing. Never knew. So many stickers. Kind of think these ones that are like fireplaces are cute. Note to myself, I'm coming back here to buy some of these because they smell really nice. It's cute if you have like a house that you could burn incense in. It also looks like Jellycat's coming. It's at something, and then the number 18, so I assume it's coming in like 5 days, 6 days. I also did not realize Jellycat has been around so long. It only entered my knowledge like maybe 5 years ago. Also, some video that's playing is using that like 2015 YouTube anonymous music thing, royalty-free music rather. I'm almost on my way out, but there is a food court here, and probably should have tried some of this instead of what I had. Special section now for Japanese-based items. It's like the slow food movement. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the hotel. Okay, I'm out to the main street. That was crazy. Good thing I wasn't faster. My brain fully turned off. I missed my stop by 3 stops, so I don't have to cross under and go back. So we'll try on this here on the headboard. Basically, I carried around my tripod the entire day, but there was like honestly no place I was ever going to feel comfortable whipping that thing out and plugging it in. So I did do a little bit of shopping in Ginza. It was like honestly really dumb stuff, but I can show you what I got. I did do tax-free shopping at UNIQLO. I bought 3 items, and with the exchange rate, I got a really good deal in my opinion, plus the tax-free. So I think the tax here is like 10% flat, but the total came, I used my credit card, it was $38 US, and I got 3 items, which I think is pretty good because one of the items is this bag, and I thought this was a pretty good bag. I did see people using it out in public today after I bought it. I was like, okay, it looks pretty good on them. So I have this guy here, and it is a strap, and you can make the strap longer so it can be like a crossbody, but if you don't want to make it longer, you can also hide the strap in the compartment on the bottom, or the little, I can't even think of what these are called. It does have some compartments on the inside, which will be nice. And again, I think that this is like the perfect size for when I'm traveling and I want to carry my camera, for example, and then like a water bottle, because I got my space for my passport, my water bottle, my wallet, my keys, my camera, and my phone, charger, and battery. I also told you that I bought this. This was not on sale. I think this was $12.90, I want to say, and this is just the aerism tank. And if it's cheaper in Seoul, I might buy it. Otherwise, I'll come back and buy more of these because I need to get rid of a couple other ones that I have that I've been just holding on to because I cannot find an aerism tank that I like in the States. They always have like the spaghetti straps, which are fine, but sometimes they like show wrinkly underneath your shirt, and when I'm wearing an undershirt, I don't want to have like these like strap wrinkles. So these ones lay pretty flat. It's the same model as I bought when I was preparing to go to Orlando, and I liked it fine. It's not as good as my one that's like thicker and fully seamless, because this one still has a little bit of, you can see like a little bit of a texture here where they like doubled over the top, whereas the one that I have from when I bought it like 10 years ago or something, there's like no
anything. It's like fully seamless. Bought a replacement for my gray sweater that got really ruined when I was in Korea last year, and this was like a new release and it was $29.90. Honestly, I really like it, so I might buy another color. Is that crazy? Probably, but you know how much I wear my cardigans. And all my cardigans are dying, like they're all so thin. But yeah, that's the 3 things that I bought at UNIQLO. So I've realized that I think I'm like the Japanese like woman body proportions and like body shape, so their pants fit me better than like Korean and American ones actually do, just because body proportions, and also they're like the right length. So the only problem with the UNIQLO one is that the waist was a little bit too big, and I know my waist size. There's no way I'm a 24. So I also didn't bring one in. It does go down to 22, but I didn't bring a 24 in, and I was too lazy to stand in that queue again, and I also didn't know how to ask, and I also don't know if they provide that service like they do at like the Gap, where you're like, I need a smaller size. So I'll maybe try it on again next time. The price was pretty good. It was $29.90 as well, so that was gonna be a good price for jeans. And they did fit well. It was just the waist was too big, and I wasn't like super confident that I'd feel comfortable. Like, what happens if I get larger again? And you know, I can't wear a 24. This is a mix between MUJI and Daiso. I am so sorry, it's gonna be very crinkly. I got rid of the plastic bag, at least because that was the most crinkly plastic bag. Maybe I haven't noticed how crinkly plastic bags are because I use eco bags all the time, or reusable totes. So let me start with what I have on my lap. I showed you this. This was probably a weird purchase from MUJI, but I've never seen this in the US MUJI, and I also really need this sort of product. And I like the fact that it's reusable, because again, I used my Google Translate to translate the bottom here, and let me know if you can read Japanese and I did not Google Translate it correctly, because basically it said like if you put it someplace dry, you can squeeze out the water, or the water will come out, and that'll be great, because it does say it's reusable. Because I was like, how does that work? We've all had the ones that suck the moisture out of the air and then trap it in like the box, but those are not reusable. These 4 items are from MUJI as well. I think I have a 4th refill, but I bought one of these retractable pens because I really liked how smoothly it wrote, and this one is the erasable ball. Oh, it's erasable. I didn't know that. That's even cooler now, because it was so smooth when you wrote, and I was wondering why this is textured on the top. So it's an erasable pen. Erasable ballpoint pen, slim retractable, 0.38. And then I have 2 refills of the 0.38, and these are going to be for the, just like the typical ones with the cap that I always use, and I only use the black color. Now, I knew I had one more, but I got 2 ballpoint pen refills, and these are for the clicker one that I have. And then I was reading, and I think the Google Translate indicated that the barrel will just say 0.5, but it'll have the 0.3 in it, and it should be fine. But this is for like the clicker pen that's similar to the one that the cap. I don't know how else to describe it. And then everything else in this bag is from Daiso. So Daiso is like the dollar store, so if it doesn't have a price tag on it, it's 100 yen plus tax. And I think they were doing tax free, but I didn't buy enough to know. So I bought these. These are the salty caramel one, and I haven't tried this one. I typically get, again, the red bag. I've gotten the green one once, and then that one is like matcha flavored. I didn't care for that so much, but the red bag is nice. So I'm gonna see how the salty one is, because as you know, salty is my favorite flavor for a very similar reason, but this is the rock salt caramel popcorn. And I do realize now that I did not buy a breakfast for tomorrow, so this might be breakfast. I don't know. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It's from France, Lorraine. I bought this as a backpack slash purse treat. It feels like they are like individually wrapped, maybe. Yeah, they feel like potentially individually wrapped in there. And it's the Mochi Cube Gummy, and I got them in the peach flavor. And Japanese peach stuff tastes really good. And then I got some sprinkles for the top of my rice, because these are always good to have on hand. And I might actually buy some more. This was in the special wasabi section of the store, so that store was actually better, I think, than the Harajuku one. The Harajuku one has more floors and more stuff, I guess, but this one was more curated, if that makes sense. It's kind of like how the Myeongdong one in Korea is huge. It's like 12 floors, but like I like my Sadang Station one better, for example. Then for my cousin's kids, I got 3 of these. They're all different wrappers. Hopefully nobody gets mad. Oh no, two of them are the same actually, now that I see this. But basically they are like different Pokemon shapes and they're like chocolates and you break them apart. So I thought that was kind of cute. And these should be flat and easy to pack. I was going to potentially ship them, but then I'm like, chocolate would not ship well. Same story here, there's 3, they're all exactly the same this time for sure. And they have like the little, it says potato snack, but I always thought it was like little ramen noodle snacks. I guess they're potato. But yeah, they're different characters from Pokemon on the back and the front, and it gives you like stats, I'm guessing. I don't know. I figure those are gonna be innocuous enough that my cousin's kids will be fine eating them. And then I also bought myself this cream soda, and this will actually be my breakfast this morning because I realize now cannot bring this liquid on the plane, and also it's a soda, so if I packed it and something happened, it would be absolute terrible. Maybe I'll crack this open and give it a taste. I'm gonna open it actually in the bathroom just in case because I was carrying it around, so I don't know if it's gonna explode. So let me do that quickly and then I'll do a first impression taste test on camera. Okay, so I'm back. This like actually popped when I opened it, which is kind of scary. So I don't know what kind of magic it was. But again, this is going to be a melon cream soda. I really like the melon soda in Japan. And I also like the melon floats in Japan. Also, Japanese dairy and I do not get along. So just so you know, if you're also somebody who's sensitive to like American dairy but you can eat Korean dairy, for some reason the Japanese dairy and I, not friends. I think it's the pasteurization process, but again, I don't know. That's what one of my friends told me. But let's give this a taste test. First a sniff. Oh, it smells very cream soda. Okay, I would not get this again. It tastes like vanilla ice cream mixed with bubble gum mixed with some sort of tropical fruit, which I guess is probably melon. I mean, I'm gonna drink it, but it's not my favorite. So, but the green melon soda, like if I went to Moe's Burger today like I wanted to, but I was like, I can't, but then I ended up eating pasta for dinner. But I was like, I can't eat a burger for my dinner on the one night I have in Japan. Anyway, let me start packing and I will talk to you in the morning, so I'll just like sign out right now. I just see now that it's actually 10 o'clock, just turned 10. So thank you for watching and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a half day in Japan and then I'm going to scurry over to the airport for my 4 p.m. flight and then I'm going to hang out for the rest of the night in Seoul. But thank you again for watching and talk to you again soon. Follow me over on Instagram at Eat-Search-Explore and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.